Carl Vervisch, and I'm right here with my co-host, Cris Vatalaro.
Hello. I just want to mention, Carl, you smell lovely this evening.
Oh, do I?
Yes. Just wanted to let you know.
I knew that.
We are also joined this evening. I'm not sure if you can smell Carl from where you are, but
we're working on it. It's not quite developed with the YouTube and whatnot, but we're working on it.
We are here this evening with Bill Diaz and Sarah Combs, who are both with Business Buddies, and I'm going to read this straight from the page because I think it's absolutely perfect. The Business Buddies their mission is to enhance the lives of people with intellectual disabilities by providing opportunities for one-to-one friendships and integrated employment. I think that's wonderful.
Right.
I know that kind of sums it up, but can you tell us about Business Buddies from your world?
Well, Business Buddies is a little bit different from Best Buddies, so it might be better to start off with a little kind of...
Yeah, I'll give you a brief history on Best Buddies. Is actually a nonprofit organization. It's a peer-to-peer friendship program for people with and without intellectual disabilities.
Cool.
And we open up programs in middle schools, high schools, colleges, and also we have a citizens program.
Wow.
We actually created Business Buddies, which is the young professional networking group, to kind of get the word out about Best Buddies. We wanted young professionals to be aware of nonprofits in the community, and what better way to do it than to create a young professionals organization. And so that's where Business Buddies was created.
Excellent. And is Best Buddies the only nonprofit that you guys work with, or do you work with different groups?
Absolutely. Everything that is made from any Business Buddies events goes directly to support our local programs for Best Buddies.
Okay, cool. So that being said, tell us more about what Business Buddies specifically, and now I know it's a networking sort of group, and you guys aren't scared to, some people don't like that word, networking.
No, not at all. In fact, it's on our little slogan on our tagline, but basically, I've been involved for, I guess, a couple of years now, but it started out, the group did monthly networking happy hours, second Wednesday of the month, typically in the South Tampa area, and charge a $5 cover, which goes to the charity, and in a way for young professionals to network. And I'm just assuming that part of the reason why it evolved into that was, over the years, a lot of groups had fundraising events. Big Brothers has their bowl for kids' sake. People have golf tournaments and stuff like that, and it just seemed it was harder and harder to kind of break into that. If someone's played in the Cancer Society golf tournament for 10 years, to try to get them to do a different tournament, it was just tough.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And also reaching kind of a younger audience that doesn't have $100 to spend on a foursome for golf.
Sure.
But sees the value in donating $5, and it kind of grew out of that. What we've tried to do the last couple of years is look for really two different areas. Number one, how can we generate more revenue for the charity from the event that we've established and have a really strong following monthly with, and then what other kinds of events can we start introducing to our group to generate more money? And we've started to do that the last couple of years.
That's cool. So, I mean, what you guys do for Best Buddies is it's integral to the Business Buddies organization. Is that right?
Well, Business Buddies is like a fundraising arm of the charity. Best
Exactly.
Buddies. So we only exist in a sense to generate money to help fund the programs in a way to raise money for the charity.
As well as awareness. I mean, that's the most important
Sure.
part, is we really just want the community, the Tampa Bay community, to know about Best Buddies, who we are, what we do, and why our nonprofit is so important and instrumental in this community. There's so many individuals out there that have an intellectual disability that don't have a friend, and it seems so simplistic, a friendship program. But if you really are interested and you learn more about the program, you can see the benefits that it really helps.
Sure.
And it enhances someone's life. It really does. So.
Now, how can a young professional get involved with you guys? Just show up to one of your Wednesday meetings, or is there a process?
With the events, the typical happy hour networking events are the second Wednesday of every month.
Okay.
It's a $5 donation, or we offer memberships for $40 a year, and you get into all the events for free basically after that. Once you're there, you can sign up for our email list, which is the main way we communicate with our members and people who are not members. I mean, the bulk of the people that come to the events aren't members. We try to get people to join, But also selfishly, it's kind of better if they don't because,
you keep making more money.
Yeah.
We could
More money,
possibly,
yeah.
if you come to 9 events, then if you come to 8, you break even. And now we have more events as well, so it's a benefit to them. But like I said, the biggest thing that we're trying to figure out is how can we generate more revenue with that crowd that we have.
Sure.
Because once they're there and they pay the $5 donation, then typically the restaurant/bars stands to gain the most. So,
now, once you guys are in that environment, you've made your $5 donation, you're all together and you're networking. Exactly what are some of the other benefits that someone gets out of that, aside from the good feeling, of course, that comes with that charitable donation?
Well, I think that like any other young professional networking group, it's a networking event.
Sure.
So, I mean, that's a great opportunity for someone that's new in the community, looking to find maybe some potential employment, contacts of any sort.
Just new friends,
It's just,
too.
absolutely new friends. And also it's a way to give back to the community because you're making a difference by attending these events.
Oh,
Because
yeah.
it's all going back to Best Buddies, and that's kind of the purpose. And we're really trying to drive that. Currently, a lot of our Business Buddies members don't know what their $5 donation is going to, and so we're really trying to sort of brainstorm and try to create a new look so that the Business Buddies members and just attendees in general know that, Best Buddies is behind us 100%. We really want them to get more active and involved in Best Buddies.
Well, for what it's worth, and any communication that's come my way, it's been very clear to me that Business Buddies and Best Buddies were hand in hand.
Great.
So it's, I think you guys are starting to do well with that, if that was a problem in the past.
yeah, and really, it's really the different people that come to the events kind of use it for a different reason.
Sure.
You can kind of see, when I first got involved, I worked the registration table a lot. You could see someone coming, they're getting their business cards ready, or they make sure they have their name tag, or their company name clearly written. And other people, it seems to be more of a social, the place where they know that if they go to this event, there's going to be a good crowd of people in similar age and similar interests as them. So people kind of use it differently, and as Sarah was saying, we want to educate both of those people on what we do. For some, we try to help them use it for business purposes, and others, if they want to use it social, we'll foster that as well.
So I guess, do you guys think, is this the way that, we have to remedy if there is a young professional problem in Tampa, which I don't totally believe, but say there was, this connecting these groups with charity organizations, things like that, do you see that as being a good way to help us really put ourselves on the map and really...
I do, because it's you can't go wrong. I mean, if you go into the event, and sometimes you can tell some people come and they don't really know anybody, and if they come and hang out for a little bit and end up meeting people, great. If they don't, at least they can feel good about they went to a charity event. But I really think the thing about any of these organizations, if you're trying to use it as a way to grow your career, you have to be consistent, and you have to realize that the payoff comes down the road. You're not going to show up at one of these events and get 5 pieces of business if you're an insurance salesman or whatever it is. It's and really you start to grow friendships. I mean, before I got involved on the board, and I attended a lot of the events, I made friends with some people, and I've lived here my entire life, and lucky that I have a lot of friends from high school and college, but I've made a lot of really close friends the last couple of years, as well as sometimes business contacts as well. So I think it's a quick, easy way and an inexpensive way for people starting their career, like I said, who can't go to these expensive chamber type events, to go and have fun and do something for their career at the same time.
So if someone's looking to have a good time and have fun, how can they find out more information about you guys?
They would go to our website, businessbuddiestampa.com, and if they're interested in learning more about our Best Buddies program, they would go to bestbuddiesflorida.org.
Okay, wonderful. Well, thank you very much for being here this evening.
Thanks.
And educating us on your organization.
Thank you.
That's great.
Thank
Thank you.
you.
And I wish you guys very much luck.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Thanks, guys. It sounds like a great opportunity to get out there and make a difference in the community while meeting a few more important people. Or, if nothing else, business buddies.
Yes. And some of our business buddies we'd like to thank is TBT and Tampa Digital Studios. We couldn't do it without you guys. Thank you.
And thanks to all of you at home, our watcher buddies. I don't have anything clever to say about that. We'll be back in just a couple of minutes.